Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Chemical Engineering. Myself Dr. Kirti Zare. Today I am going to introduce about the trapezoid rule. So generally trapezoid rule is the numerical method which is useful approximate define the integral function. Generally, it can be calculated in the form of the segmental area that is called as the trapezoid. And later one for the calculations of the whole area, you can consider all these trapezoid or the segmented. There is a different data points is going to involving that is nothing but the x and the y because you are supposed to calculate the area under the curve, and later on the next function is the step function or the size function which is denoted by the h. So generally it can be taken as the difference between the 2 points and how much the strips or how much the segmental is available for that. Through that you are supposed to calculate the area. There are the different applications of this trapezoids rule which is including in the heat transfer. For the heat transfer it is used into the conduction and the convection where is the complex curve of the temperature profile. In the fluid mechanics it is useful for the calculating the flow under the different channels, because in the channels the flow become the irregular. To monitor this you can use these different rules and check the what should be the area under the different section. It can be used into the physics for kinematic, for dynamic and also electromagnetic field. It can be used into the chemical engineering for designing the reactor and into the thermodynamics. For the numericals, so they have mentioned the numerical statement. Find the integration of 4x plus 2 in the limits 1 to 4 by trapezoid rule using the 6 strips. Is given formula that is the x0 to the xn, which is the function of fx to the dx. So now what is the limit they had provided? So the limit should be the 1 to the 4, which is the function of the 4x plus 2 into the dx. Right. Now you are calculated the h, that is the step function or the size function, which is what should be the accuracy of a particularly methods. Here if the h is the less, so it can be set to the higher accuracy. So h is equal to the xn minus x0 by the n. So xn value become the 4, x0 value become the 1 and n value become the 6. So its value become the 0.5. So step function is the 0.5. Now further, accordingly the trapezoid rule, you are supposed to calculate the all segmented comma of the area and later on you have to combine it. Right. So let us start for this. So x0 become what? It is given the 1. Right. Now how can you calculate the x1? That is nothing but the x0 plus the h. Right. x2 become the x0 plus 2h. x3 become the x0 plus 3h. Right. x4 become the x0 plus 4h. Right. And x5 become x0 plus 5h. And x6 become the x0 plus the 6h. Right. Because it is starting from the 1 and they are asking for the 6 steps. That's why you are consider here up to the x6. Right. So you have the all values. So you just calculate this all form. So x0 is nothing but the 1. x1 is the what? x0 means that is the 1 plus the h. So our step function is the 0.5. So it become the 1.5. x2 that is the x0 that is again 1 plus the 2 multiplied by our step function that is the 0.5. So simple calculation will be getting the value become the 2. x3 देत होती मी. Now calculate the x3 that is again nothing but the x0 means 1 plus 3 multiplied by the 0.5. So it become the 2.5. Again the x4 is again 1 plus 4 multiplied by the 0.5. So it become the 3 because all value is mentioned over here. x5 is again x0 that is the 1 plus 5 multiplied by the 0.5. So it become the 3.5. x6 that is nothing but the 1 plus 6 multiplied by the 0.5. So it become the 4. So these are the all value up to the 6 step because they are mentioned the 6 step means here they are divided the area segmented within the 6 strips. That's why you are considered the 6 strip here, right? Now you are calculated the x, right? Now we are supposed to calculate for the y. Now let us start for the calculation of the y, right? So y0 is a function of the x0, right? Means y is the function of the x. Like what? Or function of x is what? That is the 4x plus 2. So you can take it is y0 is equal to 4x plus 2. But here y0 is there. So you are supposed to consider the 0 here, right? So you have to take 4, right? Multiply by the x0, value become the 1 plus 2, right? So it become the 6, right? Now calculate for the y1. y1 is again 4x1 plus 2. So is equal to 4 multiply by the x1 value become the 1.5 plus 2, right? So its value become the 8, right? y2 is equal to 4x2 plus 2. So it become the 4 multiply by the 2 plus 2. So it become the 10, right? So it become the 10. y3 that is equal to the 4x3 plus the 2. 4 multiplied by the x3 is the 2.5 plus 2. So it become the 12. y4 is equal to the 4x4 plus 2 is equal to the 4 multiplied by the 3 plus the 2. So it become the x is equal to the 4x5 plus 2. So it become 4 multiplied by 3.5 plus 2. So it become the 16, right? y6. So it become the 4x plus 2 that is equal to 4 multiplied by the 4 plus 2. So it become the 18, right? So these are the all values starting with the x0 to the x6, and these are the all value for y0 up to the y6. But now you have to calculate the what should be the total area because these are the all into the segmental form, right? So now calculate the whole area of the segmental, right? And mention the all value of up to all value of x0 up to the x6 and y0 up to the y6, right? So calculate the area. So it having the formula that a is equal to the a0 plus a1 plus the a2 plus the a3, right? In the different segmental form, right? Now area is equal to the h by 2 y0 plus yn in plus 2 multiplied by the y1 plus y2 plus y3 up to the yn, right? So this is the generalized formula to calculate the segmental area. If you are going to see, they are also adding the size function, right? That is the step function, which is the really important to find out the what should be the accuracy, right? So you can just put the value, step function value is 0.5 by the 2 into bracket y0 become the 6 and yn become the last value, that is the 18, right? For the, you can consider that is the yn plus 2 multiply by the, now it is starting from the y1. So 8 plus 10 plus 12 plus 14 plus 16, right? So this whole area which is including through the segmental form. So this area by simple calculation will be getting the value of area become the 36, right? Become the 36. So this is the complete answer of this particularly numerical through the trapezoid rule. So first step is what? You are supposed to calculate the x0 up to the x6. Again, it is nothing but the function of the y, right? So it is nothing but the for x, right? The first step is calculate the x up to the whatever the step they have mentioned. In the y, you are supposed to calculate the y0 up to the y6, right? So y6 become the yn, right? Again, the main part you are supposed to calculate, that is the area under this curve. So that is the a0 plus a1 plus a2 up to the a, and you are supposed to consider over here that, right? Here up to the, here you are going to consider up to the 6. A is equal to h by 2. H is the size function or the step function which is denoted for the accuracy. Into bracket y0 plus yn means the from the initial point up to the how much area up to the n, right? So area up to the n, that become the 18 plus 2 multiply by the different segmental area up to y1 to the y5. So you are supposed to consider here up to the y5. Whole solution of this particularly trapezoid rule, right? So if you understand this particular type of the problem, so please like my channel Chemical Engineering. Thank you so much for watching.